Operation Red. Though I never contemplated that. Then that's a wrap. Turn your pages to 03. Chapter NYG's. Pants is my code D. No iron team, homie. Picture me solo. See what happened to Tony? What he did to Manolo. Here go that New York Giant. Back on it again. Seen with Wolverines and they wasn't from Michigan. Y'all listening. Y'all can hear a lyrical street. Narcotics, raw dens. Rap don't work. Find us in Tennessee. Looking for bucks. See if they still Tennessee.
NYG.
We appeal to those that feel.
Practice freedom of speech and refuse to hold back. Hey, what you say?
NYG.
We appeal to those that feel.
Practice freedom of speech and refuse to hold back. Hey, what you say?
NYG.
DJ Khaled.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
I'm Ernie Johnson here again with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. This NBA season rocking right along, and we're loving every minute of it. For tonight's game, we'll be watching the Boston Celtics as they go up against the San Antonio Spurs. So for San Antonio, their last game, a win against Cleveland. That game was a real shootout. They'd
We have an interconference affair lined up for you today as the Boston Celtics come in for this one. And it's been home cooking for the Spurs in the midst of a homestand here in San Antonio. And, of course, Courtney Lee. Since he's out of the picture, the team will have to fill his shoes.
You know, what the trade means to me, guys, is they think some of their younger players are ready to spread their wings and take on a little more responsibility. They're going to get more minutes for those guys and allow them to see a little more playing time.
Clearly a forward-thinking deal, you know, and even if his aren't the biggest shoes to fill, it still puts a lot of pressure on your young guys. And let's see if they're ready to fill that void.
So let's take a look at the Boston Celtics starting lineup. Tom. This is the point with Bradley to his side. Gorgie Dang is out there with Hammonds. And it's Capella in at the 5 spot. Now here's Thomas. A 17-point game for him in the win against Dallas. It's stolen by Green. Oh, and here we go. Green's got it. The fast break chance. And that one's good. Parker.
How about the quick hands on the steal and the quick feet on the break?
Yeah, a careless, silly mistake there, though. I mean, coughing the ball up and then not being quick enough to get back on defense, that's costly.
Here's Thomas following the score by Tony Parker. Knocks it loose. Parker with the steal. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
And a really good way to start the game. He's a guy who, if he gets it going early, he's going to give you problems.
Parker with the steal. And here we go. Parker heading to the hoop. Drops in the breakaway layup. Parker's got 6. And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for San Antonio.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense has come off the fast break.
And again, San Antonio running the court in transition. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. Both shots good from the stripe.
Tremendous output from Parker. He already has 8 points and also 3 nice steals. He looks like a man among boys right now.
On another level at the moment.
Now here's Thomas. And you know the points will always be there for him. He's averaging just a shade under 20 points a game right now. And the basket good.
Yeah, strong move to the basket there. Nice power to get that up and in.
The Spurs have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Now we'll go to DB, who had a chance to talk with head coach Brad Stevens. Doris?
He talked about the respect he has for the game of LaMarcus Aldridge and how tough it will be for them to slow him down, saying Aldridge is tough because he can score facing up or with his back to the basket. And with his length, it's tough to bother his shot. We'll look to deny him the ball when we can and just try to make it as hard as possible every touch. Kevin, will see how successful they are.
Thanks, Doris. And the call will be against Tony Parker. That is his first foul of the game. First quarter of play. We're about 3 minutes in. Thomas against Parker. Thomas kicks to Zhang. 6 to shoot. Zhang a screen. Here's Bradley. Offensive rebound. It's blocked. Thomas with the steal. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. That one on Parker. The Celtics shooting their first free throws of the game right now.
And their success rate on the season, right around 77%.
And this year, they haven't quite been able to maintain the free throw percentage they had last season.
D, he's checked in for the Spurs. There's the feed to Anderson. Here's Murray, and Capella sends it back. And Bradley gets it to go on the assist by Thomas. Bradley's got his first basket of the night. Well, it was the Boston Celtics winning their last game against Dallas.
And Kevin, you know, they showed how important it is to have a strong bench. I mean, when you are on the road, that depth is vital. I think they really utilized the second unit to extend their offensive assault and just really wore down their opponent.
And guys, I think what you saw from them throughout the game was teamwork. This is a team. Regardless of who was out there on the floor at any given time, they got it done. And that has to make you feel good as a group.
So it's the Celtics now, following the three-pointer by San Antonio. Zhang a screen, and the call will be against D. That's his first foul. And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east already. We are in December. You take a look at the Pistons. They hold the first place spot in the conference, just right where they want to be. They've got momentum. And, of course, the Boston Celtics, 4 games back.
And, you know, for Boston, they've got to be thrilled with the way this season has started for them. They've already got some big wins under their belt and definitely a confidence booster.
And, you know, I think it was important for them to get off to this sort of start. I mean, they had to prove themselves early that they were going to be able to compete with the big fellas, and they've done that.
And Thomas, here we go. And it's sent back by Aldridge. Stolen away. And the basket by Thomas. Thomas got his first basket.
Well, they won't be down for long if they can get some more early offense just like that.
And Clark, the best way to get that early offense is with steals that allows you to get out of transition.
Now here's Anderson. Green with a screen on Thomas. Offensive rebound, Aldridge. And Capella sends it back. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Thomas with the ball. Now Green defending. It's Bradley on the wing. To the paint. Here's Capella. Great D that time from Green.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
Here's Dedmon. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. Aldridge double team. Takes the three. Rebound Boston. They're getting their first look of the season at San Antonio in this one.
Yeah, really a rare treat for the fans. The only time they'll get to see this matchup all season.
Inter-conference action here. 2 games in all between these two teams. It'll be fun to watch.
Just trying to get a break in the action to clear some heads here. I mean, they've gone ice cold, and not a bad idea to give them a little quick breather.
Yeah, they needed the timeout here. Anything to try to get them to forget about the missed shots and get themselves back on track.
And the Spurs making a change here. Lee's checked in, and a new group in for the Celtics. Mickey's checked in for Capella. Scott comes in for Jang. Brownie's checked in for Bradley. And it's Jennings in for Isaiah Thomas. Now here's Anderson, and the wide open shot from Green. Drains it from beyond the arc. Green's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Jennings kicks to Scott. They set the pick. It's Brown with the drive. The timely screen gave him a step, and he took it all the way. Brown's got his first points of the night. Here's Anderson. Passes it to Forbes. Outside Aldridge. 17-foot shot on the way. That one's a miss. His third shot of the game. He's made one of them. With this break in the action, here's a look at the teams that have blocked the most shots in the NBA this last month. Number 1, the Spurs.
They have been racking up the blocks lately. I mean, if they keep this up, they're going to be a very difficult matchup for anybody.
DJ Augustine's checked in for the Celtics. And Anderson kicks to Forbes. From 10 feet out, and he drops that one in. And the Spurs lead by 6.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
Outside Jennings. This is to Augustine. The shot's good on the assist by Jennings.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they want.
Green, no luck.
Kevin, I didn't like that defensive effort at all, but they're lucky he missed it.
Yeah, you hope that's not indicative of the type of D they're going to play, because if they do, they're going to have struggles with him tonight.
And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
First free throw is good. And so he's able to get 1 of 2. Celtics trail by 4. Outside Jennings. He kicks to Scott. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. It's going to be on David Lee. The Celtics shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. That's good from Scott. D, he's checked in for B. Scott hits them both. San Antonio's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Aldridge a screen. Aldridge with a screen on Brown. Out to the right wing. Here's Murray. He's guarded by Jennings.
Tell you what, they haven't wasted any time getting into the swing of things on the boards.
And even this early, that's a good omen for the rest of the game.
Scott with a screen on Lee. Jennings passes to Scott. Here's Mickey. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
And Kevin, the knack for the offensive rebound are a big part of what makes this guy special.
Not to mention, Greg, his ability to finish with strength just like that.
Yeah, he's an invaluable asset for them to have. No question about it.
And that one's good by Aldridge.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
So the Celtics call timeout. They're first.
They've been very untidy with the ball here. You commit turnovers when you try to do too much or you force it. They need to focus on making the simple play, good passes, and moving the ball around.
104 left to play here in the first. Brown, that falls. Great assist by Brandon Jennings.
They've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball into the paint.
Clearly, they've been the aggressors thus far when it comes to attacking the interior in this first half.
Here's Murray looking for his first basket still in this one. And the pass to Bertens. Goes back up, and it's Diaw laying it in. And the Spurs lead by 2.
Where's the box out? Some easy second chance opportunities there.
Those kinds of mistakes drive me crazy and will absolutely derail a team's chance to win.
Now here is Augustine. He feeds it to Scott. Clock at 6. Jennings drives in. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot. Here's Murray. Feeds it to Simmons. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. First trip to the line for him here. And he makes the first.
Shooting for San Antonio, Simmons.
He hits both from the stripe. Jennings. No good.
And now, your Spurs dance team.
And a chance to hear from Tony Parker, who said he lives for the challenge of continuing to improve.
I always try to improve and get better.
And in Tony Parker's case, great is what he wanted to be and has been for a long time.
You know, that's great because that shows pops and why he's one of the best in the game. You got to be able to drive and motivate and also give the confidence. And that's what's happened with Tony Parker. Remember when he first came on the scene, it was not a cakewalk when he had his struggles. And now we're talking about a guy who's going to be in the Hall of Fame.
And the second quarter getting underway. No team gaining an edge so far. And looking at what we've seen from the Spurs so far, guys, what do you think?
And it's really about limiting their mistakes. And early on, they've been able to do that here in the first.
And, guys, I like what I've seen from them on the other end, forcing a few giveaways, and that's allowed them to widen that turnover margin.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the court for the Celtics, Thomas is the point with Bradley to his side. Brown out there with Hammonds. And it's Capella in at center, locking down the middle. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it.
Here's where Boston sits right now, Kevin, in the current league ranking. 3rd in rebounding, 4th in assists. And they also show up as a top 5 three-point shooting team. I mean, that's tall cotton there. Elite level marksmanship from behind the arc.
And you look at their ferocious rebounding. They're imposing their will, and you can see the results. Their physicality is yielding tremendous dividends.
Celtics trail by 6. Thomas goes in. Baseline J on the way. Thomas with another miss. The Spurs have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. And Simmons kicks to Parker. Pass to Diaw. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker. Diaw's got his second basket of the night.
Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They really are, and their last 3 buckets have come by way of an assist.
Thomas dishes to Capella. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the contact.
That's exactly how it should be done. Get the bump, concentrate on the shot, and you'll get the bucket too.
Gorgie Dang's checked in for Brown.
Such a strong finisher on the fast break.
And Greg, I love the fact he's always in control. Even though he's going at breakneck speed, he still maintains his body control.
Here's Capella, currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Jang with the screen for Brent. Boston again missing.
The crossover worked to perfection. The shot, and not so much.
Pushing their lead to double digits. 5 points in the game.
He's not going to miss many of those, if any. Not when he's got that much room.
Now a timeout called by Boston. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Now here's Parker. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game. 3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Dedmon passes to Simmons. Parker with it. He had 16 points in the win against Cleveland.
I think, Kevin, a remarkable night for him passing the basketball as well. He did a great job racking up the assists.
Celtics trail by 11. Thomas kicks to Capella. Parker with the steal. And a fast break now for the Spurs.
I think that play sort of... sums up what we've seen throughout. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively turning into quick points.
And that can't continue. I mean, if they hope to get back in this game, I mean, it's really deflating from a morale standpoint. They need stops and points, not turnovers.
Jang with the screen for Brent. Clock is at 3. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. Bradley's got 6.
The second he got around the pick and shook his man, it was straight to the bucket for the easy deuce. Very, very well done.
Diaw with a screen on Thomas. Here's Parker trying to find Diaw. Gets it to him. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
Thomas against Parker. And Thomas, here we go. Pass to Hammonds. Fires from the wing. And he gets the bucket. Hammonds got his second bucket of the game to go.
And that's definitely a shot that he has in his arsenal.
Now Parker. He's got 10. Tries from 16. Can't get it to go. Good D by Thomas. Here's Bradley. Rebound San Antonio. Coming into this having notched a win against Cleveland in their last game.
Proficient in that game at the offensive end of the floor. I mean, their passing was dynamic and their shot selection was superb.
You do those two things hand in hand, Greg, you know the result. You move the ball like they did and take smart, good shots, you're coming away with a lot of wins.
Here's Bradley, following the score by Tony Parker. Outside Bradley. It's Dedmon with the rebound.
I love the anticipation defensively there to get into the perfect spot.
And Parker, here we go. Fires it up. And it's San Antonio with another.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something. You're right.
And you can tell they're just a little out of sync. I think he just wants to get everybody back on the same page.
Yeah, I like this timeout, Greg. I think it's a good one because it looks like they need a minute to talk things through here.
And a new group in for the Celtics. Mickey's checked in for Capella. Scott comes in for Hammonds. DJ Augustine's checked in for Avery Bradley. And it's Jennings in for Isaiah Thomas.
Major defensive lapse right there. I mean, he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You've got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
And the lead continues to increase. They are just playing flawless basketball at both ends.
Greg, I can't identify an area where this team has underperformed. I mean, they've been 5-star in every category.
Augustine, the shot's good on the assist by Jennings. Jennings has got 3 assists tonight.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Now here's Parker. 12 points for him. And it's Lee penetrating 11 feet away. Another one falls for San Antonio.
And really, it looks like he may just try to take this thing over on his own and really build that lead up.
Jennings kicks to Scott. Now the dish to Jang. They set the pick. The feed to Jennings. Jang, a screen. Three-pointer Augustine. Great D that time from Green.
Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had earlier.
Really just a tremendous day for him. And if you remember, he was just as good in their last game.
Here is Jennings. Following the score by Tony Parker to the inside. Shots good by Mickey.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
And Clark, it's a strategy that has served them well during the course of this first half.
Now here's Parker. He's got 14. Looking for Lee. Gets it there. Aldridge left side. And stolen by Scott. He dishes it to Jennings. Jang with a screen on Lee. To the paint. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Boy, you got to love that nice assist by Jennings.
San Antonio timeout.
San Antonio calls timeout. Boston making a switch here. Brown's checked in.
Checking in for the Celtics.
Spurs leading by 16. Anderson dishes to Aldridge. Parker right side. There's 1:47 left in the second quarter. Lee outside. Back to Parker. Shot clock at 5. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. Lee goes in, and they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. D, he's checked in for the Spurs.
Your Spurs.
Here's Jennings. 9 points last game out. 1:29 left now here in the second. Outside, Scott. Kicks to Augustine. Shoots the 3. That's good from Jennings on the assist by Augustine. Jennings has got his second bucket of the night. San Antonio's gotten both of their 3-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. Here's Murray. He's guarded by Jennings. Now Murray. Banked in off the glass. Murray's got his first points in this one.
I like the way they've picked it up here offensively in the second.
Yeah, up above 50% in terms of field goal percentage. They're on a roll.
Now here's Brown. He picked up 15 points in their last win against the Mavericks in Dallas.
And also defensively, he was really aggressive. I mean, matter of fact, he had 4 steals over the course of that game. And with room like that off the pick, you have got to knock that one down.
Well, you know, they did everything right, Greg. They executed. All you want is a good look at the basket. Sometimes the shots just don't fall.
Here's Aldridge. He's coming off a 28-point game against Cleveland.
And he also chipped in with a couple blocks in that game. Just a hint at the impact he had on the defensive side.
And they get it back. There's the pick. Pass to Mickey. It's back to Jennings. Poked loose. Over Murray. Sinks the 15-footer. 7 points for Brandon Jennings.
Wow, got that one off right in the face of the big fella. Nice quick-fire release.
Yeah,
and we finish one.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Well, 2 quarters down, 2 to go. Welcome back. A stellar first half for Tony Parker. He had 14 points, 4 steals, and 2 rebounds. He put last game's performance behind him, doing some nice work in the opening period tonight. And Shaq, what are your thoughts on how San Antonio played?
The speed they're playing with has been fantastic. They're pushing the ball in transition and catching the defense. That's snapping, Ernie. Anyway, a huge chunk of their offense has come on the break. They've got a nice lead, but they shouldn't slow anything down. I say keep doing what you do.
And over to Kenny. And now, folks, it's just about time for the third.
Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters. It's been a clinic from Tony Parker.
And really, all of a sudden, he's becoming their best distributor, doing a great job of orchestrating their offense.
Greg, typically that's not the role he usually plays. And I'm not sure how comfortable he is in it, but they've needed him to make some plays today, and he's been able to do it to his credit.
The always reliable Parker and Green in the backcourt. Aldridge out there with Dwayne Dedmon, and it's Anderson in at the small forward. That's the San Antonio 5.
Man, that is a missed opportunity right there.
And he'll be the first to tell you, Greg, that's one he should have knocked down.
Parker passes to Aldridge. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Yeah, how about the body control on that one? Narrowly misses getting the deuce.
Boy, he had a nice look at it after drawing the foul. Boy, it would have been nice to get an and one there.
Celtics trail by 18. And here is Thomas. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Off target at the rim. Here's Anderson. There's Green with the 3. And Boston with the rebound. Capella's got 4 rebounds in this game. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
Thomas against Parker. Thomas kicks to Zhang. Capella dishes to Thomas. 5 on the clock. Nailed from three-point land. Thomas got 5 points so far.
What are they thinking leaving him with all that space out there? Do they not know? Have they not heard that this guy is unbelievable? That's a layup for him.
Green, the pass to Aldridge. Nails the wide-open jump shot. 10 points for him.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
To the left wing. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Yeah, heard the whistle and then kept his focus and able to still knock it down.
And, Greg, to be able to take the bump like that and maintain control, that's not easy to do. I know you're kind of a little fella, but I was a big guy when I played, so I know how difficult that is. That was impressive.
I see.
And that one's good. Parker.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
Celtics trail by 16.
Celtics all-time.
Now a timeout called by Boston. Look at Tony Parker. What a contribution.
They don't seem to have any answers for him. They need to review their game plan and look for a way to cool him off.
So it's Boston now, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green.
And now let's take a look at the stats for Thomas. A wonderful string of games he's put together here lately. First in assists, third in scoring, and he's in the top 20 in steals, bringing that focus and intensity at both ends.
And I think we're talking about the ultimate competitor here. I mean, he maximizes every possession and just shreds defenses.
And Dang gets it to go.
Couldn't run the inbound play any better than right there.
Parker drives in. Aldridge. And it's good on the assist by Parker. Parker's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Parker against Thomas. To the middle. Here's Capella. And the powerful one-handed slam.
Tell you what, Kevin, they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
Mark, that deficit will go away quickly if he does.
And how about how he capped? That one out, almost like the 1-2 punch.
Boy, that was a thing of beauty by Parker.
Thomas against Parker. Jang with a screen on Parker. And Thomas, here we go. And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here. And let's step aside for a minute to look at some of the point guards who have been doing a whole lot more than passing lately. They're the top scorers at that position over the last 10 games. Isaiah Thomas, number 1.
And you can't say enough about the value of a player like him. I mean, who can attack a defense in so many different ways from the point.
Exactly. It's just not his ability to distribute the basketball. I mean, it's the scoring punch that he provides as well. That's, to me, what makes him special as a dual-threat point guard.
Count that one. 18 points for Parker.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Passes it to Dang. It's Bradley on the wing. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play.
Man, he slams it home and gets a little camera time on the backside of it.
He spent a while up there on the rim.
And I like the fact that the ref's going to give him a little bit of leeway there and a lot more than they used to.
Outside Aldridge. Anderson kicks to Aldridge. Shot clock at 6. Misses off the right iron. Celtics trail by 16. And here we go. Finished off the break. Hammond's got 9.
And he just big-boyed it right there. The height advantage he's got down low, really difficult for them to defend.
Parker dishes to Aldridge. And it's good on the assist by Parker. 14 points for LaMarcus Aldridge. For Boston, they've gone 6 of 8 on field goal attempts in the third. A 75% clip. Thomas against Parker. In the corner, Bradley with it. And again, it's Boston converting.
That is some real serious dime dropping there. Exquisite assist.
Parker kicks to Aldridge. Powered down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
What a passing display he has put on here tonight.
Yeah, he's spoiling us, Greg. I mean, this is just another fantastic dime drop right there. That one certainly should make the highlight reel.
And it's going to be a 3-second call.
Not doing them any favors with those kinds of errors.
Especially now, Greg, with every possession being so crucial.
Brown is checked in for Jang. Spurs leading by 16. Right side Aldridge. With the fadeaway. San Antonio again missing. Boston's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Back to Brown. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Brown's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Really nice dime dropping there. Playmaking ability is exactly what you get from Isaiah Thomas.
And that one's good. Parker.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
Thomas against Parker. Outside Thomas. Good on the shot. Tom Thomas got 5 points now this quarter.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. The Spurs making a switch here. Forbes checked in, and then for Boston. Mickey's checked in for Capella. Scott comes in for Avery Bradley. And it's Jennings in for Isaiah Thomas. Forbes the pass to Aldridge. Picked away. Now here's Jennings. He's got 7. Hammonds. And the 3 off target. Here's Simmons. Outside Aldridge. From deep. Basket number 8 for him on 13 tries. That's 62% so far.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Outside, Scott. They set the pick. Again, the Celtics good for 2.
And, you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
Here's Simmons. He's covered by Brown. From about 16, the shot is off. And the Celtics going the other way now. Next up on the docket, the Bucks following this one. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. You look at the Spurs. They hold the first place spot in the conference just right where they want to be. They've got momentum. And, of course, Golden State right on their heels and with their sights set on gaining ground.
And I think for San Antonio, they've had just the kind of season you knew they were capable of. I mean, they've got all the talent in the world, but how about maximizing it to the fullest?
Well, there was never a question about the talent. I mean, they've got enough of that. It was just a matter if they could get the most out of it.
San Antonio making a switch here. Clark's checked in.
Ooh, that's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
And, you know, that lead's only going to grow if they're not prepared to defend a little more staunchly than that.
It's stolen by Brown. Hammonds passes to Brown. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. Brown's got 10 points.
They're not as aggressive from the outside here, but maybe they should think about stretching the defense a little bit, like they did in the first half. I mean, stretching the defense makes it easier to score inside, too.
And there's the whistle, fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
And let's take a look at some numbers for Champ. Putting up about 10 points a night, 7 rebounds and 4 assists. And he's really been pulling his weight. He's had a hand in some big plays here recently.
Yeah, in every way, I think he's doing a much better job, and the numbers certainly support that.
Celtics trail by 13. Deflects the pass. Here's Clark. San Antonio again missing. Boston's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Now here's Jennings. Not a lot of room. Brown right side. Scott the pass to Hammonds. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Hammonds got 14 points.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Here's Pertinis. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Hammonds passes to Scott. 43 seconds left to play in the third. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
That's got to be job number 1 right now. Nothing easy on the inside.
And Simmons kicks to Clark. Lets it go from the baseline and nails it. Celtics trail by 10. Jennings with the ball. He has 7. Down low, Scott. The shot's good. Jennings making the play. Scott's got 4 points this quarter.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
It really is. 5 out of 6 of their last field goals have come from the paint.
Here's Pertinis. No good from outside.
And that's playing into the hands of the defense.
Well, welcome back as we get set to start the fourth. On the court for the Celtics, Thomas is the point with Bradley to his side. Gorgie Dang is out there with Brown, and it's Capella in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And it's Bradley off the drive. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. Spurs leading by 8. Spurs working the ball around now. Pertinis guarded by Bradley. Rebound by Dang.
You know, even though he missed that one, great shooters have a way of feeling when they've got enough room to pull the trigger.
No doubt about it. The defense, you can see him exhaling right now. Fortunate that he didn't knock that one down. He's been a different guy here in the second half. His shooting percentage far better than it was before the break.
1 minute now into this fourth quarter. Here's the screen to the middle. Now Thomas. Dishes it to Capella. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. It's going to be on David Lee.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for San Antonio.
Guys, the passing we've seen from them has been tremendous. Very unselfish.
Yeah, but they also never seem to get cold from mid-range. Just kept hitting those shots with consistency.
Screen by Lee. Parker dishes to Lee. Here's Aldridge. Rebounded by Capella. Capella's got 6 rebounds now in the game. And there's the pass to Bradley. Misses the 3.
It's been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's cost him.
And finished off by Anderson.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim.
Feeds to Capella. They set the screen. He kicks it to Brown. Parker against Thomas. And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Parker. Boston. Four on the shot clock. Here's Bradley. Boston again missing.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Moment. Here now for an injury report.
Kevin, I was able to catch up with the Celtics head athletic trainer. A very somber tone over here on the sideline, guys. It does not look to be good news at all. We're into the heart of the season now, and that's the last thing this team wanted to hear. That's going to make their winter just a little bit longer, guys.
Thank you, Doris, for the update. We appreciate it, and we really hope for the best, as always.
And he's a tough guy. My guess is he'll be back before we know it, and better than ever.
Greg, I sure hope you're right. I mean, there are just so many uncertainties when it comes to dealing with injuries, though. Let's hope for the best.
And that one's good. Parker.
Just carrying the load right now offensively, guys. He is not wasting any chances.
From where I sit, Greg, it's a simple deduction. If they want things to be easy on themselves here late, make sure he has the ball.
That's good. And that's now 11 points for Isaiah Thomas.
And since halftime, he has been a different player.
It's Anderson with the drive and the jam by David Lee.
You know, he's not your typical NBA center in terms of height, guys, but he plays as big as any of them, thanks to his incredible bounceability.
Thomas a screen. There's the pick. Knocks it loose. It's stolen by Green. To the paint. From deep. That drops, and it comes. Off an assist from Parker.
Dropping bombs. How many more threes are we going to see from him tonight?
Well, we've already seen plenty. I mean, he's got more points from outside the arc than inside of it so far.
Thomas goes in. Lee with the steal. And the Spurs pushing it up now. Anderson with the ball. It's stolen by Brown. Now it's Thomas running. He can go all the way. And it's sent back by Aldridge. And they're able to recover. San Antonio with the ball. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Anderson passes to Green. No good with the triple. Celtics trail by 12. Pass to Brown. He feeds it to Jang. The dish to Thomas. Clock at 6. Kicks it out to Bradley. Uncovered. That's short off the rim.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
Outside Aldridge. Wide open look. Rebounded by the Celtics. Jang's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Thomas kicks to Jang. And there's the feed to Capella. From deep, Thomas. And he gets it to go. Thomas got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Celtics.
You know, he was a non-factor in that first half, but now he's making up for lost time.
Here's Lee. Buries it from about 10 feet away. And the Spurs lead by 11.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
Thomas against Parker. Thomas dishes to Capella. Excellent D there from Parker.
That's an unusual, surprising miss for him. Typically, he's good on those inside.
Aldridge with a screen on Thomas. Parker kicks to Aldridge. Off loose off the pick and hammers it home.
How about that? Breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk.
A nice way to pad that lead a little more.
Yes, indeed.
Thomas against Parker. And Thomas, here we go. And Parker with the block. And here's Anderson from the arc. Rebound by Dang. Jang's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Thomas with the ball. He's picked up by Parker. Bradley passes to Capella. Lee with the block. Here's Brown. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Brown's got 4 points this quarter. San Antonio calls timeout. Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Kevin, Greg Popovich was just going over the plan with his team. His advice clear-cut. I want to see you playing to win, not playing not to lose. I don't care what the lead is. We do not back off.
So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. Hammond's other end.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Murray dishes to Dedmon, and that one is... He's checked in for Boston. And here is Thomas. Here's Capella, and they immediately answer back with the dunk at the other end.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Murray dishes to Dedmon, and that one is stuffed right through.
My goodness, he sure can get off the ground.
One of the best in the business for sure. You're right.
I tell you what, he is an imposing finisher around the rim. He makes it look a little too easy.
Here's Thomas, and the call will be against D. That's foul number 2 for him.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was one step late that time, Greg.
Now here's Thomas. Shot clock at 5. Inside. Diaw with the steal.
And all the turnovers, guys, are hurting his team. I mean, he's continuing to just give the ball away. And an open path to the hoop there. Easy bucket. We've seen that far too many times today.
Out to the wing. Knocked loose. To the inside. The dive for the ball. And there's a minute 45 left here in the fourth quarter. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2.
Looking at the game for Thomas, he has 14 points and 8 dimes. He's been passing it around you or shooting it over you. Either way.
And they're not sure whether to stick tight or really to try and defend the pass. This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Yeah, you know what? And I think they've just got to keep on keeping on. Keep drawing contact, attacking, getting to the line. That will certainly give them a chance to get back into the game.
And that one's good. Six points for D.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And, you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
1:25 left in the fourth quarter. Thomas kicks to Zhang. Over to the left wing. Just 5 on the clock. Celtics passing it around. The shot. And that one's good. Hammonds got 12 points in just the second half.
And you like to see since the half now, he's finally starting to come around. And these are the type of... And I'd say that's... That's it, guys. They're not coming back in this one.
Nope, no chance. Not gonna happen. That chance has long since passed of them getting back into this one. Forget about it.
And that one misses. Celtics trail by 15. Kicks it to Thomas. There's 57 seconds left in the fourth. Quarter. And that'll be San Antonio as it goes out of bounds. Spurs retain possession. So Boston going with almost an entire new group here. Mickey's checked in for Gorgie Dan. Scott comes in for Hammonds. Brandon Jennings, he's checked in for Avery Bradley. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Isaiah Thomas. Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. They're ahead by 15. 50 seconds left to play in the final quarter.
Clark.
50 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Forbes the pass to Dedmon. Howard down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
Didn't take their time in wrapping this game up. They came out with a sense of urgency.
Nice ending spurt to polish it off. Once they had him on the ropes, they started throwing haymakers at him.
The whole knockout blow.
Here's Augustine. Almost, but it rolls out. This has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a nice job of extending their lead and maintaining that intensity level.
And it's good.
You know, huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
Agreed. The body control essential in that situation. I mean, if you're giving up a bunch of height, then you better be able to manufacture things in the air.
Here's Murray. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
Well, you know, it makes a big difference. I mean, you never felt like they had any doubts that they'd come out on top.
And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Well, LaMarcus, this is certainly a good win. What was the most important element to the team in a game like this one?
Playing with energy. I think guys play with energy.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now let's move on to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Tony Parker. He put up a new season high tonight. And if he keeps shooting like he did tonight before the season's over, he might top it. A big key to his team's victory here.
Tony Parker is putting on a show. The Sabone Assassin does it again.
And that'll do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Hope